Hey guys, Tactics here. I just want to share a basic strategy on how to solve slider puzzles because I know there's some people that struggle to complete these in a decent time. So first, I'd recommend having a reference image pulled up on like your second monitor or on your phone just so you can look at what a picture's supposed to look like. And then we're going to be solving it mostly top to bottom and kind of left to right as well. So we're going to start off with the very top left one, and we're going to do the next two as well. Just as soon as we get it put in place, we never want to touch that tile again. So we're going to do that one. This one's going to go here, and then this one's going to go here. So we're just going to leave those alone. Those will never get touched. And then what we want to do is get the corner one in this spot here. So we're going to go find that one. It's cloud. So that's going to be this. And I have a perfect setup right now where the one that's supposed to go here is following it. That's kind of how you want to get it set up. So you could set it up there, and then let's say that this one's way down here or something. You would just move everything else around until you get it to follow it, and then you would do that. So now that we have our top row, we're not going to touch that row ever again. That's just set in stone. So now we're going to do the same thing on the second row here. We're going to move that there. So now that we have our first three, we want to find the corner one, which is going to be this blue sky one. And we're going to move it here, and then you can see this one's going to be the one that goes here. It's going to follow it, so it's going to go here. We get that there, and now we do that. So now we have the first two rows. The third row, once again, the same exact strategy. We're going to move this here. And we're moving anything else that we haven't locked in place yet. So here you can see we don't want to put that one in that spot quite yet because we need to get the corner, the one that's going to go here. We want that right here. And so that's going to be this one. So we got to do a little bit of a tricky move. We got to move these ones and move this down to put a gap between these. And now we can do that. All right, so now it's going to be the trickiest part, but it's actually a really basic move. The last two rows here, you actually now want to go solve it left to right and not top to bottom anymore. So we want to find whatever one's supposed to be in the corner, which is actually in the perfect spot right now. It's this one that's going to go in this corner. You want to put it in this spot right here. And again, we're not going to touch any of this row. We're going to leave that alone. So you put that there, and you want to get the one that's going to go in this spot right next to it here. So you can move around anything you need to make that happen. This one's going to be right here. So we want to move this right next to it. Or I'm sorry, that is not the right one. We want this one here. So we want that. And now we can move these into position. So now these are locked in. We're not touching these ever again. We're going to do the same thing for this spot. This one's actually in the right spot right now, but we need to get, let's see. We need to get this one, or no, this one right next to it. So right now it's like the opposite of what you want. But if we move this away, just to get it further away, now we got this one and then that one. And now we can just slide them down. So now these are locked in place. Now is the final part. In this one, you're just kind of moving stuff around until you get it to fit. So here, we want, again, this one is going to be in this spot, and we need this one to follow it. So we're going to move this one further away. And now we got them lined up perfectly. So we'll go here. And there we go. So hopefully that made sense. Essentially, you just want to lock in as you go, and hopefully that should help you complete it.